Do, 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 do. You want to hit it out of the park when it comes to your bookkeeping services? You need me, Dr. Friday Tax and Financial Firm. Full service financials, which means we help you with QuickBooks. We're certified QuickBooks advisors. Full payroll service. We can handle it all. Deal with the IRS? I'm an enrolled agent, which means I'm licensed to be able to deal with the Internal Revenue Service on your behalf. Full financial services. We can handle giving information to your banks. You need this information if you're going to borrow money or if you need to put more money in your pocket. We're the firm for you. Dr. Friday Tax and Financial Firm. We're on your team to help you save more money. Easy. Pick up the phone. Give me a call. 615-367-0819. Check out the website. It's got all the information. www.drfriday.com or just email me friday@drfriday.com. Okay, so we go from the financial planner to someone that's going to help us make some smart decisions. Tanya Esquivel with SWBC Mortgage. This is a girl you hear on the radio. I'm sure if you've got TV, you've seen her there as well. This is the kind of questions that we have, Tanya. Thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
No problem. We get a lot of emails between our radio show and our TV. I know you probably have the same thing. And one of the things people are always asking me from the money side is, should I buy, rent, or even sell my home right now? So let's talk a little bit about maybe what the market is today. I mean, how it may be a good time, or should we be hoarding our money and not thinking about buying it all?
Yeah, let's start kind of from the buyer standpoint.
Okay.
If you haven't bought a home today and you're looking out there thinking, should I continue to rent? Should I buy? If we go back and we look kind of pre-bubble before the housing industry happened,
Right.
2007, interest rates were sitting around this time, June of 2007, 6.73%. If I take Davidson County, the average price that was selling in 2007 versus the average price for 2011, it's $38,000 difference.
Almost a house.
Yeah, so that's an instant equity position
Exactly.
that you wouldn't have had. And then let's talk about payment difference, because we've got these rock bottom interest rates, 3 7/8 for some that qualify on a 30-year fixed loan. So when you take that payment and the equity position, it's over $540 difference a month
That's
in
a
payment.
paycheck. I mean,
Yes.
that's a lot of money. And then think of that over 30 years
Yeah.
at 500. I mean, that's a lot of money. You can develop your entire retirement account based on what you just saved. So in answer to one of the questions, which should I buy or should I rent, assuming that you can qualify for the basic financing and things, now would be the time to really start looking. Now, if I wanted to do this, let's say I want to move towards buying, is there a smart steps I should be taking instead of going out finding that dream house?
Yes.
And then figuring out how I'm going to pay for it.
Yes, absolutely. And some of the hurdles for buyers in today's market is they feel like they have to come up with this huge down payment.
Exactly.
They have to have all these
You
savings.
hear about 80, I mean, they only go to finance 80% at most. You know, you hear all these stories, but
And that's
true?
absolutely not true. You can do as little as 3% down, and if you're a first-time home buyer, you can get down payment assistance programs still that can get you in with less than $500, depending on what you qualify for. So, but in the credit criteria, yeah, it is a little bit stronger, but minimum 620 credit score is what you're looking at in most cases.
But I have to jump in because I do listen to Tanya on the radio. You guys have a program. If somebody, again, if we're doing this right, okay, I want to buy a house. I don't know what my credit score is. Maybe I went through a divorce. Maybe I've had, you know, in this economy from 07 to now, a few ups and downs with credit cards and things like that. Can they come to you? And I mean, coming to you would be the first step, right?
Yes.
I mean, someone, because not only if you can't get them financing today, you guys have some other programs.
Absolutely. So the first step, if you're wanting to buy, is to get pre-approved. And you know, like you just said, you don't want to go out looking for a house that you can't afford and then
exactly,
go backwards.
Yeah.
So the financing is the first step. And honestly, a lot of people just get what's called pre-qualified. And I'm a big advocate on my show about pre-approval versus just a pre-qualification.
Exactly.
Because in today's environment, if a loan officer just takes a 10 to 15 minute application over the phone, yes, that's step one. But if they don't have the client come in and bring in their tax returns, their pay stubs, their bank statements, and look at all of that, then they cannot qualify. So again, it goes back to making sure you call, 10 to 15 minute application over the phone, schedule an appointment with a professional, come in and sit down, and that way you can kind of see where you're at, how much you qualify for, and go through all the paperwork to make sure there's no surprises. Because the worst is
huge.
Yeah.
You say, oh, I've been pre-qualified, or I've got this pre-approval, I guess, and then you go out and find the house, and then you find out there's some glitches because
Absolutely.
no one looked at those documents, and especially for you guys that are self-employed, I can tell you, being through the process myself, never quite as easy as that W-2 individual. You know, we just have a lot more baggage that we carry. And so even if I tell someone, hey, you know, this is my income, and they give me that approval or whatever, it still becomes a problem because once you get into there, then a lot of times a lot more documentation is going to be required for them, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we validate tax returns now through a third party, the IRS.
Right.
We look at bank deposits, and if they're over a certain amount, non-payroll, which self-employed is non-payroll,
Exactly.
you're going to have to go through some paperwork there. So, yeah, it's very important to make sure that you sit down with your loan officer, bring in all your paperwork, and go through it. And you kind of talked about credit-wise. Maybe you're unsure where your credit is.
Right.
We have a great program. It's our Credit Essentials program, and it's actually a roadmap that actually helps clients know exactly what to do. They're not just guessing of how to get their credit scores up. And so we can print out that report, sit down with them, go over it. We've been able to help people not only qualify, but also get a better
rates.
interest rate.
Right,
Absolutely.
Right. And that's what I'm talking about. This show is all about being smart with your money. So maybe right now you're not too sure, but the best step, in my opinion, I would go and just give her a call. Her information's on the screen. Give her a call, and then Tanya can walk you through, or some of her assistants can walk you through the information you need. You can find out if you can be a home buyer, or maybe renting really is the smartest choice. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching the Dr. Friday Show. I hope you walk away with a lot of knowledge on how to be smart with your money. That's what we want you to learn. We want you to know that you can keep more hard-earned money in your pocket. Also, I want you to go to www.drfriday.com. Click on free newsletter. Also, pick up the phone. Give me a call at 615-367-0819. Cop you later.